This time, our judges are visiting the shortlist from the Hebrides and Arran, and they're starting with a period property in the town of Stornoway on the Isle of Lewis. Artist Moira and partner Roddy have transformed this mid-19th century townhouse into a colourful wonderland, bursting with artwork and recycled furniture for them, their children and their cat.
If you're out and about, or if you're in a second-hand shop or wherever, you might see something and it gets the hook in you and you think, yeah, I could do something with that. So you sort of do a wee inquiry and then you say, maybe we could exchange a piece of art for the piece of furniture. So that's been quite fortuitous.
The sofas were
a swap for a bespoke painting, yeah. I never like a room to kind of set one way because you just get bored. So quite often Roddy comes home and the room is completely different. And he just goes, what happened here?
Yeah.
It's been really important to me to it was almost like a really stimulating environment for me and Roddy and then for the children too.
It's not precious either. It's not really, like wipe your feet or don't draw on the walls and stuff.
Yeah, it's a very real home.
Yeah.
Set over 3 floors, this unique Victorian home has 4 bedrooms, 2 box rooms, 1 a studio, the other a sewing room, plus 2 bathrooms and a kitchen in the rear 1950s extension.
This is our favourite place in the home because at the end of a hard day, it's so nice to just come in here and chill out, put the fire on, put the telly on, catch up with each other.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
I love the way the bike matches the front door.
I know, that's adorable.
Yeah, and it's always nice when the dress stone, picks out the corner and picks out the doorway, and then the rest is just left a bit rough.
I'm expecting a very colourful home if the front door and the bike outside are anything to go by.
Shall we?
So it is colourful inside.
Love the white staircase and painted floors as well.
I love the wallpaper underneath the dado rail there.
Yeah, I think it could be a bit busy to some, but I actually think the balance of the white floors kind of makes it not too overpowering.
I do like that from the outside, the indication by the door that the person that lives here is going to transform this place, and they have. From the moment we've come through the door, this is not an old building anymore.
Yeah, it's got a new life. Oh.
This is wonderful.
Oh, look. Straight away.
I would have had the heart over here.
The heart was in the middle of the coffee table, so the whole room is the favourite spot.
Yeah, I can see why. This is just magical, isn't it? I love this kind of smoky colour on the walls, offset by the artwork. Just stands out so much, doesn't it? The contrast between the two is impressive.
It's a brilliant backdrop to such an eclectic collection of stuff.
And look at the fireplace. Is that an old boy?
That is an old boy, yeah, that is an old boy. I think if they could have made a house out of marshmallows and pink fancies and stuff like that, they would have. I think they're probably, regretting the fact that houses have to be made out of bricks and mortar and wood and so on. And I think they'd want to build a house you could eat. It's Alice in Wonderland, It's like I'm getting bigger than a house.
You do look like a giant in that tiny chair with a tiny
little guitar.
Ooh, needs tuning.
Needs tuning. I think we're only part of the way through the story, because there's definitely a change of character in this room than the hall.
It's a really good transition.
I think we'll get another transition.
Yeah, I think we're going to get more treats.
More treats.
Whoa. This is a beautiful dining room. I can't believe they've got a wall of tiles.
That wood burner's lovely, isn't it? And a crazy stripy sofa.
Look at this cabinet here. It's just stacked full of bits. There's really not a lot of, storage tucked away. It seems to be a home of let's just have everything out.
It's going to be empty. Oh, look, it's got these. Look at that.
Even the napkins are adorable.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at these.
They're all different.
They're all different.
It's a very sort of shabby, sort of flea market style in here, isn't it? Not everything matches. It's almost like they've kind of gone around and just found treasures.
Yes, and their taste is what brings it all together. It just works
Yeah, it sort of naturally aligns.
I noticed even though this room isn't that big, we've got 4 chairs around the table, got the sofa here, and really big, generous window seat. I can imagine quite a crowd in here.
Oh, this is lovely. Oh, it's so much more muted in here and softer, almost kind of like a romantic vintage vibe.
It's a completely different colour palette and feel, isn't it, to the rest of the home?
Yeah, the rooms all do feel like they've got their own little themes going on.
I mean, I noticed downstairs there were a roses theme. There were roses in the vases on the mantelpieces. And then we get to this room, and it is obviously the rose room.
Yeah, there's a lot of pattern in here. How are you feeling about that, Michael? The wallpaper?
No, this isn't pattern. I'm in a dream.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a good point you make, though, about the roses being a connecting thread through the home.
I love that they've taken all these things and just brought them back to life, but they've done it in a way, nothing's jarring to me. I think everything is incredibly well considered. The colours are very clever. I don't think there's a single thing here that has not been really thoroughly considered, even though it's quite rough. So I quite like that roughness. The floor is, sort of marked. The bed head is sort of marked. It's not been upcycled to the point of, being sort of characterless. I think it's amazing what they've done.
I'm a bit shocked that you're having such a good time in here. It's really not what I expected.
Can the real Michael please come back?
I'm getting worried.
The home will now be marked out of 10 with functionality, distinctiveness and clever design in mind. 1 score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
I think the main living room was probably my favourite. I know I always say I love bright, light spaces, but actually those sort of smoky grey walls really did it for me. And I think the beautiful gallery wall, which was very monochrome, it just really, really stood out. I'm going to give this home a 10.
The thing that has attracted me most to this home has been the investment in the decoration. Now, that might typically be Anna and Kate's domain, but I think it's been like a piece of scenography. This is theatre design. This is just about creating a whole different world, a magical world. I'm going to give this home a 10.
There's an art to collecting objects and arranging them in your home that doesn't look pretentious. There's a sensibility that connects the spaces. They don't have matching colour schemes, and that's part of the joy. It's just such a pleasure to explore.
The next home to face the judges' assessment is a rural modern timber building on the Isle of Skye. Husband and wife, Terry and Julie, built Journey's End to enjoy panoramic views over Loch Harport and the surrounding countryside, after moving back to Skye following a stint in Gloucestershire.
My heart has always been on Skye. I've never really left it when we went south. But I said, we're not going to move again. I said, we can't do it. And then Terry said, well, we'll call it Journey's End, because that's where everything stops.
One of the things that we've always found is that soft colours help to give a very cosy feel, really, and especially when you can look out the window and take in the views.
When the sun shines, the grey walls sometimes look blue and the green walls can look darker or they can look really lighter. So every day in this room, it always seems different. This house is a home because Terry and I are here. But that's how I feel about it. It's because we're here.
Yeah, that's true, it is.
This expansive detached home has open plan living at its heart. Its modern design gives way to 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a craft room and a mezzanine office.
My favourite place in the house is actually here, because when the foundations were in, Terry and I used to come up. I used to stand here knowing that I would be cooking, looking out at that fantastic view.
is an incredible setting, isn't it, for a incredible timber box?
It certainly stands out amongst all the other little white houses on Skye.
It's very nicely done. I mean, the windows set exactly within the timber joints.
It feels like it could do with a bit more planting or bedding in.
Yeah, bedding in. But you're trying to imagine it older, you know, and as the wood begins to change, definitely see it's brand new. And being brand new, you can spot how precise it's been done.
Let's go in.
Got a winder stair. It's oak stair.
Oh, yeah. Bring the light into the hallway.
Straight into the kitchen. This is very sleek. And the favourite spot? It is a great view. A bit of an interrupted view, though.
Probably better if you're sitting at the table. But I wasn't expecting it to be this kind of urban in here.
I'm thinking it's going to be more folksy.
Yeah.
Maybe not completely folksy, but this has actually got sparkles. I suppose when you're looking at the outside of the building, you would have expected some of that to be referenced inside. I think there might have been a way to do something contemporary that was a little bit more in context.
Yeah, I think I would have expected a bit more wood, maybe something a bit more rustic. Should we go sit on this lovely comfy sofa?
Look at that cake! I'll get stuck into that later.
Oh, this is comfy.
That's a seat with a view. Where I'm sitting, I've got a dual aspect going on because there's the window on the end, and that's creating a really beautiful view, mountains in the distance. Stunning.
Put a big window in there, though.
Oh, you want to see some sky?
Sky on Skye.
Oh, no, you walked right into that one.
I did.
I think the L-shaped sofa works as it kind of separates the areas a wee bit, almost creates a bit of a transition when you come in.
And they've done quite a lot of interesting things with lighting in here, haven't they? They've got this enormous contemporary glass chandelier, really making use of that double height space.
Yeah, and they've done a lot of the colours in here as well. It's quite a muted colour scheme throughout, but they've got these pops of sort of mint, which is on this feature wall, and also mirrored up on the mezzanine.
You can actually see the three colours all coming together just in that corner. It's rather nice.
It's a very soothing palette.
Yeah, very relaxing.
Okay,
Settle in.
you guys look around the rest of the house. I'm just going to have a little snooze right here. Oh, I see. That's the green that you were talking about
Yeah, and
downstairs.
it's here as well.
Oh, it's fun up here. Not for the faint-hearted. How's your vertigo? It would be interesting to see what this space is like at night. For now, we've got this beautiful day, this gorgeous daylight coming in through the pretty well-placed windows. But at night, when you've got the fire on and they've got all that kind of twinkly LED lighting, it probably creates a completely different atmosphere.
Quite funky, the lights. But I feel like that's all they've had fun with. It's quite pared back, I would say.
More fun required.
I think so.
I mean, would you use this space for this activity?
I think if you work from home and you're building your own house, you'd want to make yourself a really, really beautiful office. I mean, with that view. I mean, there can't be a desk anywhere that's got a view as good as that. Mind you, you wouldn't get much done. You're just sitting there going,
Ooh, a bit of bling.
There's a big wardrobe hiding behind the door.
Ooh. I mean, it's a lovely combination of textures on the bed with the Prince of Wales check and the faux fur throw.
Yeah, I think it makes up for the almost complete lack of colour. More incredible views, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and they've got a telescope, so this is a brilliant space for looking at the stars. Every view from this house is amazing, but this is probably the best one.
Yeah, we're higher up, and we've kind of got a bit of a journey to get here as well, and it's
Yeah.
made it all the more worthwhile.
I did enjoy the change in ceiling height in the main living space and the way that it defined the zones. Something that I would do differently would be the design of this mezzanine area. It feels a little unresolved. It's a bold architectural move to have a mezzanine, so I would make more of that. I'm going to give this home a 7.
Got an outside of a building which is incredibly sophisticated, really nicely done, beautifully detailed. It was gratifying to find the big double height space at the end, and that's sort of your conclusion of your journey. You end up in the main space. but go nighttime, all those stars twinkling in the sky and you can't see them, I'd be knocking holes in the roof. I'm going to give this home an 8.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see a bit more sort of a folk sort of vibe. With the log burner and the piles of wood, it did bring in a little bit of that, but it definitely needed a bit more of a sort of islander feel to it. There were sort of washes of colours throughout the home, which was sort of complemented by the outdoor tones, and I think we could amp that up a little bit. A dark forest green would be nice, some heathery purple. I think we could have gone bigger with the colour choices.
The final contender in the Hebrides and Arran is on the Isle of Arran. Darragh was built by handyman Andy and his wife Nikki with help from various relatives in the construction business. Its timber oak frame pays homage to barn conversions, while the interior design is inspired by New York-style lofts.
I'd worked on barn conversions and such like, and always wanted one, but barns are in short supply on Arran. So we thought, well, we'll just build one. I did most of the work myself with a friend helping me, and Nikki at the finishing stage. Had a lot of help from my brother-in-law, who's a builder.
He was good.
He was
We
very
needed
good,
him.
Very useful. It's amazing how it all jigsawed together with all these guys working from different directions.
We get fantastic skies here, really big, angry skies. So the kind of darker bluey green colours, I wanted that kind of to reflect on our surroundings, really, isn't it? It's a lovely place to come home to it, even when it's absolutely stormy, lashing rain. You've got this view, you can look out at the mad weather. You know, no, it's a very nice place to be in.
If we won Scotland's Home of the Year, I think we'd be very proud.
Dead chuffed with ourselves.
Yeah.
This stylish 4-bed, 3-bath home is adorned with antiques and quirky mid-century items. Outside, there is a large garden complete with a deck, giving views across Arran towards the Kintyre Peninsula.
This is my favourite spot here because when I come home, I always seem to gravitate here. And on a Friday night, of course, there's a nice glass of white wine waiting on me. Yes. Cheers.
Ooh. Traditional shape building, but with some contemporary materials.
There's just a wee bit of stone just marking out the entrance.
I love that timber cladding on the outside. Shall we go see?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lots of wood.
Look at that column going up. The pegs in the oak.
It's lovely to see that in the traditional construction.
Yeah. Oh,
I see a colourful sofa.
what an incredible space.
I love the timber. Look at the timber construction. Isn't that fantastic?
With the saw hanging from it.
Is that in case you want to cut a bit?
Yes,
Need a
if
bit
you need
for
something for the fire.
These colours in here are all so impressive. I love this dark wall against all the wood. And then over here, we've got this sort of turquoise velvet sofa with a little pop of mustard. And they've also got a collection of family photos, and I love to see that. It's not just art. It's, you know, it's more than that. It's quite charming to see.
Yeah, and for such a big room to feel this intimate is unusual. I mean, it's got a grand piano, but it's just in the corner in a little bit of spare space.
I always really like this arrangement when you've got to sort a fire and a television.
Yes.
Is do it like this. Put them on separate walls and L-shape the furniture.
And to boot, a full height floor-to-ceiling window, so you've got a bit of view.
Well, that's lovely too. Look, you got a nice big panoramic window.
Wow.
Which is, there you go. You can sit here. Love this, look at this.
It's a tractor seat.
It is a tractor seat.
Been converted into a bar stool.
There you go.
Oh, you're smiling.
Yeah. It's hard not to, isn't it? Look at that.
That's incredible. You can see the sea.
I'm getting a real New York vibe in here with the exposed brick. Feels like we're in Brooklyn.
Looking out over Central Park. It's interesting that the spaces have changed. You know, you're standing in a really, really tall space.
Yeah.
And then there's a lower volume here, compared to the much higher volumes there. So it's very interesting.
And they're also articulated by the different floor finishes. The entrance hall's got stone floor, then you come into a wooden floor in the living area and then back onto stone again in the kind of kitchen dining area.
And these windows above just coming down and giving the dining table so much light. I can imagine it'd be lovely sitting here on a sunny day.
I love this eclectic collection of furniture that creates a dining area. The Victorian oak dining table, mid-century chairs, and then these two contemporary chairs, just sitting very comfortably together. There's something so casual and welcoming about the way this home is furnished.
Although I don't think tractor seats are going to take off.
You're not very comfy there, Michael.
I mean, there's so much interesting furniture here. I saw that when we came in. An
That's
absolutely
beautiful.
beautiful sideboard. I can see a little sign on here. It says push. Shall I?
Yeah, give it a push.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
Oh, tell me it's a radio.
Oh, isn't that amazing? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I love this mirror with little gold stripes. It's in beautiful condition. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's always been my dream to own a vintage sideboard like this, especially when it turns into a bar. What a find.
I like the stripy carpet as well.
Oh, look at the sheepskin.
Oh, it's a cosy room. The massive view. It's nice being up inside the roof. There's something cosy about the way that they've laid this out.
Yeah, especially as downstairs is so open, and to come in here, it feels very snug.
Watch your head.
Well, that tall. I mean, how cute is this? I love when people have an armchair in a bedroom. Isn't it so cozy? And from here, I'm noticing all the artwork as well. Look at this lovely print. Kind of ties in the colours of the blues and the greens.
Yeah, and a lot of these colours are quite dark. It's a dark. You mentioned the dark colour downstairs. It's again this fairly dark colour on the walls, and yet I'm not feeling as if I'm getting drowning in it.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming, is it?
There's a kind of confidence with the way that they've used colour in this home. It's kind of fearless, but it's not crazy. The colours all work together, and it's as you move through the home, they change. It's very carefully modulated.
Yeah, it's confident about the way they put things in it as well.
And do you think it all ties together well?
I thought it tied together better downstairs.
I particularly like the arrangement of the furniture in the dining area, the Victorian table with the mid-century chairs and the two other chairs to make up the numbers that they just got from somewhere else. It's that kind of casual approach that contributes to that feeling of just feeling really relaxed. There's a strong sense of love, family and humour in this home. It really tells you who the people are that live here. I'm going to give this home a 10.
I think just the way that they had laid out the living area was just so impressive. We were all quite awestruck by it because it had a bit of everything. It had these really incredible sofas. I love that velvet sofa sitting there. You could tell it was sort of a family space, but also did a lot for entertaining as well. I'm going to give this home a 10.
There are some nice moments volumetrically. It's nice to come into a low space and then open up into a high space, and it's a really nice little moment over the dining table. Nice to go lower over the kitchen. So it's nice to see that range of volumes. My favourite thing about this building, strangely enough, it's not the building, it's the things in it. There's just a lovely eclectic mix of things, but they do have a real sense of craft, history, and age about them. That, yeah, a really nice mix of things, yeah.
Now that the judges have visited all three homes, they can see how they compare against each other. First, Kate is revealing her score for Journey's End on the Isle of Skye.
I gave it a 7. Michael, you gave it an 8.
Yes.
I thought this was a really impressive building, and of course that location. I just love being on Skye. I love that they kind of played around with colour inside, but I just felt like it needed a bit more of a pop. So I gave that home a 7.
So that gives Journey's End 22.
Next, it was Anna who held back her score for New Street in Stornoway.
You gave it a 10?
Yes.
Kate? you gave it a 10. It was full of found objects and precious objects, all arranged with such joy. It was a really creative family home. What a brilliant place to bring up children. I gave it a 10.
Yes,
I'm
result.
so pleased about that.
So that gives New Street 30.
Brilliant.
And finally, Michael is telling us his score for Darach on the Isle of Arran.
Kate, you gave it a 10. I also gave this home a 10.
Wow.
Michael.
I thought Darach was amazing, and I thought the interior space that we came into was a wonderful space with so many amazing things in it, which I'd happily steal. But I had a little bit of a moment when I came through the door that I felt a little bit disappointed by the first space. So I gave Darach a 9.
So close.
Oh, wow. 1 point in it. So Darach gets 29. So there we go.
Fairy tale comes true.
New Street claims victory in the Hebrides and Arran, joining the other finalists, but who will claim the title Scotland's Home of the Year?